Hello, and welcome to King Pasha's Garage. Today I'm showing you this, my A800 Mazda 323 GTR from 1992, of course. But what's really astonishing is I am the only all-wheel drive tuner in the game, as of today, with 1,016 horsepower. That's correct. The only one. Alright, now there is other people that have 1,016 horsepower, but they're not all-wheel drive, they're rear-wheel drive. And I'm going to show you guys how I did it. As you can tell, I am in the top of the board here. All I have to do is put A-class, and drift. Any, and all that, and just search. And you'll find me up on top. I'm apparently the best. Who knows? Other than that, let's look at all these guys. So we've got 718, 3, 800 horsepower. I'm just looking at the power guys here, all right? We're looking at everything here, all right? Just to prove. See, this person, rear-wheel drive, has sport tires and 1,016 horsepower. All right, there's 977. There's also just rear-wheel drive, 1,000 horsepower. Rear-wheel drive with drift tires, same amount of power. All right, but not all-wheel drive. All right, 1,016 right there with stock tires, rear-wheel drive. Still not all-wheel drive. Just a whole bunch of rear-wheel drivers out there. Yep. Just keep on going through. I'm just looking at all the power of everybody. That's rear-wheel drive, 1,000 horsepower. I have more power and I'm all-wheel drive. This person, rear-wheel drive, also drift tires, 1,016 horsepower. That person has all-wheel drive, but only 700 horsepower. Yeah, so there you go. I'm the only one. And it took me over an hour to configure this car to get it. So it was no easy task. All right, but if you want to try the tune, here it is. Here's the share code at least. So you can try my tune and let me know what you think. You got it? Good. Let's watch the little replay I just did of this car. I have a lot of cars to cover tonight, and get to show you guys. Like there's a McLaren and the Zenvo. Yeah, it's that crazy one with the spoiler, and did a all-wheel drive and a rear-wheel drive drift tune for that. So just showing that. So here we are here. Pulling a 48 before I have to turn, which is awesome. And she's a pretty smooth racer. As you can tell, I have the license plate taken off. You can do that. I just removed my plate. I don't need it up there. Just be like one of the other, computer players, basically. Yeah, I can't wait to show you guys what kind of build I did to this thing just to get it to be as powerful as it is. And yeah, I'm excited. It started to rain, and I just hate making drift videos in the rain. Because look at this, I am sliding more. It is much more slipperier in the rain. And yeah, so you'll see me like slide off the track a couple of times, but I still make points, so I wasn't really worried too much. And this is like my third take. So I had people coming up and started, drifting around, and I was like, guys, I'm trying to focus on what I'm doing here, and I just like stop and go back up to the top and go back down again. I just want pure concentration as I'm doing this. Here I am going right off the track a little bit there. It's just because of the rain. But overall, she's a very smooth drifter, and would be a lot of fun in a online you know, drift lobbies. It's got, you know, short gears to it, so it's constantly redlining. And yeah, it'll be excellent on there. Especially if you got to go through like the cities and whatnot. I thought about attempting trying to do that turn all in one, but I was like, no, I'll just switch back it. And in the wet, I was able to get a 1.97, so it wasn't too bad. Wasn't too bad at all. So yeah, that's the that's at least, you know, showing what I could do with it. Let's get into the custom upgrade. I really want to show you guys how I got an A800 and 1016 horsepower. Nobody else could do it. Alright, so we got the 3.6 liter V6. Alright, TT. Of course, we got the stock drivetrain all-wheel drive. Now, everything here is together perfect, okay? So we got the Mazda just stock front bumper, okay? Then we got the street rear wing, okay? If I took that rear wing off, it would be an S1, okay? It would be an S1 also here and an S1 also there. All right, I'm showing you guys that I have everything down perfect. It's got mud flaps, all right? It has to. If I didn't have mud flaps, it would be an S1. Alright, the hood is stock. Alright, stock hood. Alright, if I try to go with the, you know, the little scoop up on top, it would go to an S1. Alright, so there was that configuration. That took me a few minutes to figure out. I had to work around everything to figure all that out. Alright, and we have a stock tire compound. Anything else, as you can tell, is up there in the S1. Even drag tire compound would take me up to an S1. Alright. As you can tell, I was doing all kinds of configurations. I had off-road tire compound and rally tire compound. So, you know, I was working everything around it. Alright. We got 195s in the front. Okay. Anything higher, it would go to an S1. Alright. And I actually have just a little bit bigger tire in the back. I had to. If I try to go just stock with the front, to counterbalance the front, I would be an S1. Alright? Now you can go higher with these things, but I was like, well, I still need the thinnest tires so I can actually drift this car. Okay? Of course, I got the heavier rims on here. Alright? I got the A800 AF, that's what I call it, the A800. Anyways, 134s. That's what I call it. Alright. And I've got 15s in the front, and I actually have 17s in the rear. As you can tell, if I try to go, you know, 15s in the front and 15s in the rear, it would be an S1. So that's just how I have it. You know, it's a little wonky, but it works. Now, you could take these out there, put these out there, that'd be fine. But look, you'd go right to an S1. So I couldn't even get, you know, do that. I had to leave it just stock. And I wanted to leave it stock anyways because it just drifts better than having this. Okay. Now, this one, you can go out all the way. Alright, but I decided to keep it with the fronts. Alright, and I wanted it like that anyways. Like I said before, I don't need handling on this car. It's a drift car. I want this thing to slide. Alright, it's just got a stock clutch. Alright, street clutch and anything higher, as you can tell, would go to an S1. Alright, it's got a 10-speed transmission. I had to. Alright, look at this. Even a 9-speed would have took me up to an S1. Alright, now these guys are in there, but then you can't tune the car. You can tune the final drive on this thing right here on the sport transmission, but you can't fine tune it. So you need a race transmission. Alright, stock drive line. If I try to go with anything else, as you can tell, it would go right up to, you know, an S1 again. You got a drift differential on here. Alright, it has stock brakes. I needed all that power. You know, any kind of braking would have shot me straight up into the S1 class. It's got a drift springs and dampeners on there. All right, you could go with rally springs, all those other things, but of course it's a drift car, right? So you want that drift springs on there. It just got the stock, you know, stuff here. Look at this. If I try to just do the regular, you can't even tune it. It's just a sport. It goes right up to an S1. All right. The back as well. You just go up one and it's an S1. Alright, there is no anti-roll bars. As you can tell, any anti-roll bars on there whatsoever brings it up to an S. Same as this. It's got 1,016 horsepower, weighs under 3,000 pounds. It's not too bad, you know. But I mean, you know, you take it up to all the way up to race and you're up to 820. And then here, you know, everything here until we get to the bottom. All race here, all the way through. All raced, all the way through to get you all that power. And then when we come to the flywheel, it's just got a stock flywheel. As you can tell, if I just try to save 2 pounds, 2 pounds, it would take me up to an S1 class. All right, so I couldn't do that. I have this thing to the T when it comes to having 1,016 horsepower. Yes, it weighs 2,927 pounds, but that's no big deal. It just fine. The gears are great. You know, and there's always like room for improvement. Like my one friend tested out and he said, yeah, there could be some things you could, you know, work on, you know, but for right now it's not too bad. And I said, yeah, exactly. So, you know, I could probably make some more tunes with it, try different configurations with it. But yeah, so let's look at the tune and show you guys what did I do to this thing. So, as you can tell, I had 55, really make this thing drift. As you know, we have a 10-speed transmission here, and that's just what we had to use. As you can tell, I was using, like, you know, second, third. I think I went to fourth on the video. But yeah, so second, third really is what we're using on there. And like I said, this thing will do just fine in an online drift adventure. And it's got the -1.4, -1.4, 5.0, 4.2, and a 7. You know, and all that can all get changed. Even this thing, you know, I could make it a straight build, put 36 or 21%. Mess with these two also. I could go into the positives if I really wanted to. Why not? Like I said, there's no anti-roll bars. But I made the car as soft as possible. The springs are 355 and 336. 0.3, just to get the 0.3 or something, you know, might be 0.3, 0.6. Just take it all the way up to stiff or all the way up to soft to get those numbers. And then as low as you can go is 5.2 inches off the ground. Dampening is 7, 9, 6, and 8. That can always get changed. You could take these numbers, go down all the way down to soft, and take these all the way up to stiff, and be, you know, might you know, drift a little different. Aero, there is no downforce to worry about, so there's that. Like I said, it's got stock brakes, but it's fine. You don't need them. You can just use the stock brakes. It stops pretty darn good on its own. And then we got 76, 86, 97, 97, and I tried 71%. I wanted to use my Mazda RX-7 tune on here as a great base. And what I found out was anything higher than 64% with this tune, the back end tends to slide out, like hardcore, like spin out in an all-wheel drive, hardcore. So I had to dial that down. I just kept on going down, 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 and I found out that I tried 63, and I said no, it didn't work too well, and I took it to 64%. Perfect. But yeah, anything like 70 and beyond, you're bound to go out of the garage, floor it, and you'll instantly go sideways and spin out. I'm telling you, that's what happens. And that's the tune. So, Yeah, I tried to, like, oh, maybe it's just, you know, off the bat, and I took it down car rest on. It was just spin out, spin out, spin out. I'm like, well, this is really odd. So once I took it down to 64%, it seemed to fix itself, per se. Now it's just, and you can just baby it, and you'll be all right. It seems fine. Like, see, the gears are pretty quick. Well, the RPMs are pretty quick, as I could say, not the gears. So yeah, you could definitely use this in online drift lobbies. You can tell you're all the way up to 7th gear by the time you're at the end of the runway, and it pretty much evens out on the revs. But yeah, it works pretty darn well. I really like this car. I think you guys are going to really like this car too. It should work out just fine for you. Drop it down to 2nd. Floor it. That's kind of nice. It doesn't go into like a null. It just keeps going. N-U-L-L is what I'm saying. Null. Not mole. Not M-O-L-E. Null. And it's great. I really like this car. And I mean, the revs do work. I mean, you know, the reveter. So, the reveter, I'll go with it. Sure. It reviters. It reviters perfectly. Love this thing. Other things on this car, you know, if you haven't got it yet, it is part of the car pass. And, you know, you got all these good stuff on here. You know, you got 2000 XP. I mean, it gets you closer to, you know, a wheel spin or whatnot. You got, you know, drift tap scores on this thing. The moment I can take it into an online drift lobby, it'll, that thing will count down. I'll get to use that. You know, there's other things that they could have done with this thing. Definitely gave us some wheel spins. And, you know, even some more drift stuff. It would have been nice. I just noticed something. I never looked at the bottom of the screen before, and it says unlock all. I didn't even know you could just press a button and unlock all. I've never noticed that before. Weird. Same things. I'm learning something new, and I've been with Forza since the beginning of time, with Forza Motorsport 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, Horizon 1, 2, 3, 4, and now 5. I've been with them that long, and I'm still learning new things. It's crazy. Who knew? That's that car. I'm gonna show you guys. We're up to 18 minutes right now on this video, but hey, it's a great video, and I just want to show you guys like what that is, you know. And then you know, I'm also show you guys, if you're still here and you want to see what I'm tuning next, what I'm showing you guys next. You know, I used the voucher for the McLaren. I wanted the new I wanted this car right here. And that's not, is that the, no, it wasn't that one. Well, I bought this car with the voucher, just so I could get that orange McLaren. Is it this one? Yeah, there it is. So I'm looking forward to showing you guys this one. So that is next. And I also tuned, and those are you know, that's just all-wheel drive for now. And then I just got done with this one. And as you can tell, it's got 1,624 horsepower, and I'm the only one right now in the game as of today that has 1,624 horsepower in its rear-wheel drive, and it's an S1 900. The fact that this car here is, let me just show you real quick. Go to upgrades and tunes here. Get excited for this, because this is going to be great. Everybody else here is S2 and X9. Okay, and I just tuned these today, so it should be at the bottom here. All right. What are these guys? Okay, those guys are rear-wheel drive. This guy only has 1,329 horsepower. I'm somewhere in this list. All right, I'm really down the list. Hey, let's step that up a little bit here. Show my friends something like that. Okay, that person has 1,300. Ah, there's one of them. There's that one. There's the rear-wheel drive. Because like it's 2/14. It's Valentine's Day. That's when I made it. So it's got the 1,600 horsepower. And then this one also. I'm the only S1 900 with all-wheel drive in the game as of today. All right. So there's that. It has 1,177 horsepower. So I'm going to cover those guys. So yeah, I am. S1 900 with this thing, but I got 1,624 horsepower. It's higher than anybody else here. Like that person there, that's rear-wheel drive, and I have all-wheel drive with that same amount of power. So I have all-wheel drive. That person has rear-wheel drive, so that's pretty amazing. So that's pretty sweet. What was the other people here? This person has... oh, they're all-wheel drive too. Nice. Huh, interesting. They have drag tire compound. I can't stand drag tire compound. This person, yeah, this rear-wheel drive, compare it, awesome. I'm glad that my S1 rear-wheel drive has, all that power and nobody else does. So that's cool. That is exciting. So there's that. And like I said, the McLaren... I have to make a video on, it's this one right here. And I had to have the spoiler in the back because I wanted, all the power. Now, I know I'm the only person in here with S1. I know that's for a fact that has anything here. Well, apparently I don't know anything anymore. But I'm all-wheel drive with 1,000 horsepower. Nobody else is going to be an S1 with 1,000 horsepower. So here I am here. Okay, 729. That person got close. 952 all-wheel drive, but I still have more power and torque than whoever this. What a great name. Either way. What a great name. So I will be showing off that. I made videos for that. And, yeah, I try to make sure my cars are above or along with other people. And really just try to become better. That's kind of what you try to look for. Try to become better, if you can. Just make a good paint. You make a good drift video. People try out your tune. It gets you higher up the ranks, and it's that's what we try to. I try to try for, whatnot. So yeah. Well, hey guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, definitely hit that like button. And I'll catch you guys next time. Stay sideways, my friends.